and welcome to Small Biz Catalyst. This show is for small business owners who want to pay themselves a growing 6 to 7 figure salary. Whether you're an entrepreneur or an economic development professional, this show is for you. This week, we're actually celebrating our 20th show. And to help us celebrate, we will be bringing you nuggets from guests and lessons from past episodes. Thank you for joining us. Let's delve into today's show. I honestly cannot pick my favorite guest on this show. Every guest on this show has been fabulous. Each one bringing their expertise, knowledge, and wisdom. Some of the things that I've learned during this show is 1, just jump. If you're an entrepreneur or you're considering being an entrepreneur and you're just still on the edge, take that leap of faith and you'll be amazed at what awaits you. Yes, it's good to plan, but nobody really goes into entrepreneurship having the blueprint from start to finish. We all pivot and change and modify at some point. Just jump was the wisdom I learned from Dayo Jegede of Blooming Edge. One of our very first guests on the show was Nathan Oli, and his advice is, don't be afraid to fail. What one advice do you have for today's entrepreneur?
That's a good question. So I might cheat a little bit and give you 2.
Okay, that's fine. Cheating is absolutely encouraged.
So, this is a pretty known acronym for entrepreneurs, but be willing to fail is really important, and be okay with failure as long as you learn from that failure is critical. And that's not just for an entrepreneur, it's for anyone in the economic development field. Failure is a part of the process. No one is going to bat 100% in every opportunity that they have. And so you've got to both be willing to accept that you're going to fail at times and you're going to learn from that failure and apply it, but also help others potentially learn from that failure as well. And then the second piece is to really be collaborative, that nothing really good happens unless you bring others along that journey with you. And so find ways to connect with others in your community or region or in the work that you're trying to accomplish, whether that's localized or whether it's national, because that collaboration is going to bring new ideas.
And honestly, that's something that has helped me. I know that from time to time we'll experience failure. I especially experienced a big, huge failure this year. But processing that failure has helped me move into bigger things. And it has equipped me to even see beyond the limitations that I had in front of me. Tracy Irby shared a wisdom on grants. And one of the things I took away from that episode is the fact that you need to read, and read a grant. Understand it before you submit into it. Give only what is being asked. And if you must use AI, make sure that you integrate and infuse your personality and just you into the application. Ask for what you need and ask for what is being given. So if an application requires you to ask for the full amount, go ahead and ask for the full amount. And if you have a grant application that gives you a range, then ask for the range. But more importantly, make sure that you have a budget to support what you're asking for. Tasha Earns was also a guest on this podcast, and I really loved the encouragement that she gave entrepreneurs. There are desert areas, but that does not stop you from being creative. And so sometimes all you need to do as an entrepreneur is just look around you, observe the need, and respond to it. She gave us an example with Lee Transportation, who have 5-minute ride app in an area of Dallas where transportation is not at its best, or I should say, where public transportation is not at its best. We had a special episode about the Global Entrepreneurship Week where Karina, Boston Pinellas, and Mo Collins were guests here, and each one just exposed me to just what was going on out there in the entrepreneurial world, things that are taking places in the not so announced areas, and not the popular programs being out there, but yet the impact that is being felt at the very, very local level, and sometimes in rural or almost rural areas. Our episode with Mo Collins centered around entrepreneurship. Mo Collins, as some of you may know, is the Director of Entrepreneurship at the International Economic Development Council, and she's doing fantastic work there. She's championing the work of entrepreneurship, not only in the US, but globally. And so in that episode with her, we got encouragement as entrepreneurs to go ahead and live our dreams, to not be afraid to fail, and also a lot of encouragement for economic development professionals who are doing the work across the country in rural and urban areas and everything in between. I was especially just delighted to have Mo on the show because she is someone I really look up to and just appreciate the work she's doing, the innovation that's taking place in entrepreneurship. Mo, of course, shared our wisdom around innovation and entrepreneurship. We are now in the second wave of AI when it comes to entrepreneurship. So we are actually in the middle of exciting things that are happening, interjecting between AI and entrepreneurship. And so if you're not innovating in your business, you need to reevaluate how you can apply innovation and AI into your business plan. Of course, incorporate it into your business growth plan. Cynthia gave us tips on how to make our businesses more enticing to the international world. Some of the things I learned from that episode include really being mindful of the colors on our webpage, times and measurements, how it affects global entrepreneurs, and then just knowing that the Google we use in the US is not all they can be. Sometimes in order for you to research in other countries, you have to actually go into that country's search engine by typing the country extension. Dio of Blooming Edge, of course, I already shared. He encouraged us to just jump. Take the leap and jump into entrepreneurship. And if you're in there, take the leap to grow into the next steps, the next stage that your business needs for you in this coming year. Jaquil was our youngest guest and also a social entrepreneur. He shared with us just how he copes as an introvert who is a social entrepreneur. The way that he changes his mindset or prepares himself as he goes out, knowing that, yes, he's an introvert, but he's got a task ahead of him, and he prepares himself mentally to accomplish the task. He also, his advice to entrepreneurs is to network, network, network. So if you're not networking, I want to encourage you to find a place where you can network. If you are in the Dallas Metroplex, I want to invite you to the North Dallas Chamber of Commerce. It's a great place to start. There are other great chambers here in Dallas, Texas, the Dallas Regional Chamber, and so many other local chambers in different cities like the DeSoto City Chamber, the East Dallas Network Group. And so I want to invite you to join a network group or at least make that part of your business plan in the coming year. Tosin Amatayo from Amatayo CPA gave us an advice on our finances. He wants us to keep all of our finance records in the simplistic way that is consistent. So if there's a method that you can consistently work on, keep that and use that. Akim Shannon, the inventor of Flipstick, and who's appeared on Shark Tank and done so many numerous great things, advised us as entrepreneurs to tell our story, but use a framework that works. So if you want to learn more about how to tell your story as an entrepreneur in an effective way, I encourage you to listen to the episode with Akim Shannon, where it talks about storytelling as a tool to increase your revenue as an entrepreneur, and how storytelling got his episode on Shark Tank head, how it got him to Shark Tank, how he got that episode on air, and how it later just helped his business. Again, I want to invite you to go to smallbizcatalyst.org to listen to all of the episodes I just mentioned. A great thank you to everyone who's been a guest on this show. And big, huge thank you to everyone who's been a listener. This show would not have been a success without you. And today, as I reviewed our statistics, I realized that we are now in 82 cities. As of 2 days ago, we were at 80 cities, and we've been in 80 cities for the past week. And so 2 more cities have joined our listenership. And I just want to say thank you for listening. Please be sure to rate the show on whatever platform you're listening on. It helps the show grow its audience, and it also helps us to get to more people. It definitely helps with rating. So if you have not taken the time to rate the show in the past, will you please do me a favor and rate the show and leave a comment on whatever platform you're listening on? You can actually even send me a text. Again, thank you for being a part of the Small Biz Catalyst family. Thank you so much, and join us next time on Small Biz Catalyst. Hey there, if you're just joining us, this is Small Biz Catalyst. We would like to invite you into our Tag a Business team. Here's what you need to do. Nominate a small business of your choice, tag them on our website at smallbizcatalyst.org. That's small, BIZCATALYST.org. Tell us your name, give us your email address, because that's how we'll be able to tell you if you're a winner or not. And then give us a website to a business of your choice. It could be your business or somebody else's. Once you've tagged the business, you'll be entered for a $25 drawing to a local business of your choice. We'll announce winners every month. And now, back to the show.